Happy Friday evening. It's Bible recap time, and we're still in the book of Job, chapters 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so in chapter 6, Job wants to die. He is just ready to be peaceful again. He's ready to not suffer. He's ready to not mourn. He tells his friends that he's done nothing wrong. In chapter 7, he cries out to God, wanting to die. He asks why he's a target, and he wants God to forgive his sin if he sinned, but he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. In chapter 8, this is when his second friend responds to him, and listen to what this friend tells him, Bildad. Bildad tells Job, well, your children must have sinned, and they deserve the punishment that they received. Okay, now I don't really think that Bildad would be my friend after that, because you don't tell somebody that. He does end up in that chapter, Bildad does, being more encouraging toward Job, and he says that God's going to make him joyful again. He's going to make him laugh again. In chapter 9, Job responds to Bildad, and one of the things that he says, because he is still praising God in all of this suffering and mourning, he is still praising God. So in chapter 9, verse 8, Job is talking about God, and he says, he alone has spread out the heavens and marches on the waves of the sea. Who do we know that walked on water? That would be Jesus in the book of Matthew. So I thought that was really neat. Now, the Bible that I'm reading out of, which is a New Living Translation, it actually had that for me. I don't think that I would have even made that connection without that little quote right there, or that little summary right there. Okay, so in the Bible recap, Tara-Leigh Cobble says, there's two things that I want to point out to you. She says it's not always true that our circumstances are the result of our choices. Sometimes they're the result of our fallen world. Because we live in a broken world, things are going to happen. And then she also says, chapter 1 told us that Job was blameless and upright, and that these problems occurred because of his uprightness, not as the result of sin. So a lot of times people suffer because they are blameless. They do have a close relationship with God. And then I saw something in a Facebook group tonight that's also doing the Bible recap, and they said, let me get this straight. I've been at school all day long. They said that when Satan attacked Job, when God allowed Satan to do that, Satan wasn't trying to just watch Job suffer. That was not his ultimate motive. He wanted to cause Job to sin. So that really stuck out with me. This was a good reading today, even though Job is not my favorite book. And tomorrow we'll get back into it again. Hope you have a great evening.